Okay, so the first tip, usually with Tfue Classic, you'll see a lot of people do something like that, where they like hold high ground by doing what is called the Tfue Classic, commonly known as the Tfue Classic. So what you'll see a lot of people doing is using the floors, right? But I've realized that sometimes you'll experience players almost like jumping through if they're in a good position. Like if they're like this, right? They might jump through this this build, right? So let's say like let's say they're phasing when you place it, right? They just phase through your build, and now they can jump through, right? And then they'll when you're on the drop down and you place it, right? This guy now pops up behind you from this window right here, right? And then he'll go like that maybe, and then he could even trap you. Right, so that's a huge disadvantage if you mess that up, right? If you let this guy jump through, phase through your build, you just lost the game most likely. So to avoid that, the quickest tip you can do is don't use flats. You'll see a lot of streamers like I've noticed FaZe 72 hours. For some reason, he always uses cones when he's landing. What happens is let's say there's a guy that's turtled up right here. I've seen a lot of clips where he has high ground, right? Where if he wants to break into that wall, he'll jump down like this cone, and then like edit on him, right? Somehow he'll break it and then place it, do whatever edit he needs to do. But he doesn't use a floor because of this like same concept. But I'll show you guys why you want to use. I'll show you guys why you want to use a cone. Let's say you use a cone and do the Tfue Classic. Right? You just place that cone on top, right? Usually if you're higher up, you won't cone on the bottom as well, but I mean, hey, it protects you a little bit more. So let me show you guys why you want to do this cone. So as you know, the floor is right there, right? They're going to phase through. Their head is here, right? But with the Tfue Classic, with the cone, the chances of them going up this much higher to jump up goes down so much more because they're going to hit the top there. If you do it, they have to jump up so high to be able to do it, and the chance of them getting through is significantly lower because they're gonna only spot for them to phase through is right here. And if they're right here to begin with, there's no reason why you're gonna be doing this Tfue Classic in the first place. If they're right there in the first place, you're gonna want to do a 90, right? So there's no reason why you're going to want to not use the cone. It's just, I feel like it's a bad idea not to use the cone if you're gonna do that technique, because it just gives you a lot more protection than the other method, especially if they're closer where they're able to phase through. So that's tip number one. Okay, so there's another strat that you can do. So some people know about this, some people don't. The only reason why I'm adding this one in because I feel like there's a lot of people who just don't know about it. Let's say you're getting absolutely spammed by these grenade launchers, right? What you can do is you just hold the cone and you won't take any damage. Just hold cone down when you're turbo building, right? And it will keep coning you and it will literally protect you from all the explodes. It's a very good method as long as they don't manage to get a explode inside your thing. But I mean, if you're getting exploded like that in the first place, there's not too much you can do. The only other method you could do is if you're getting exploded like that, you can branch off to the side, right? Try to rotate to the side. But other than that, if worst comes to worst, you can just cone yourself, keep coning. And I learned this one from Binks though. Well, somewhat Binks. I knew about this before, but I wasn't too sure about some of the detail. So when you're trying to replace a build, some people stay on the wall here, right? But the thing is, so let's say that's the player, right? And he's editing right there, trying to break my build from the outside like this. He's just going and then trying to replace it with his build, right? To edit on me. So that's what he's doing from that side. So if he does do that, the downside of that is if the guy inside the turtle does edit it before you do that, he can just go like that and hit you really easily. So a slightly better method of doing it would be instead edit from like right here. Because if you edit from right there, then what you can do is you can go like this and hit from there, right? If you're in this corner right here, down this line, it's a lot harder for the enemy to see you, right? Because obviously like this wall blocks them. Only edit they could do is like that, right? Or they could go like that to shoot you. But those two edits are kind of, you got to keep that in mind when you're editing from there. It makes you a little bit safer, but they could still edit on you like that. But also the extra bonus is, if they do edit on you like this, you could just go behind this other wall for a second and then try to break this one from here, right? They'll have to edit the other one. They're losing some of their advantage either way if you're trying to break through their build. So you could go like that and try to kill them, peek through their own wall, or you could just replace their walls, both. So yeah, that's just a few quick tips for you guys. I do have a supported creator code, so if you guys want to support me, check out my code right here on the bottom of the screen. If these tips are helpful to you guys, make sure to subscribe so you guys can have more Fortnite tips and tricks you guys can't find anywhere else. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I do have my new streaming PC now, and my gaming PC now. So I will be doing more YouTube live streams and scrims a lot on my channel. Turtle Wars, stuff like that, creative mode with viewers, a lot of fun stuff. And you guys are going to enjoy. A lot of videos coming in 2019. I'm very excited to tell you guys about that. And I'll see you guys all very soon. Next upload. I probably will do multiple uploads a week, but I haven't committed to a new schedule yet. But just expect more videos in general. Like, I went literally a month without uploading a video. That's not going to happen now. I'll make sure to upload at least a video a week, you know, so it'll probably be more than that, but at least one video a week is what you guys can expect. And thank you.
I'm serious, I told you that I'm serious. The way I could cut it and chop it, send you delirious. I ain't playing, I got my pistols up in the air, shooting them off at the same time, just because I don't care. And I'm trained for this, been practicing my whole life. You said that I couldn't do it, but I'm sat here right. You said I wouldn't take off, well I'm on the next flight, said whatever you want.
Thank you so much, guys. We got to 4,000 subscribers. I never had a chance to actually formally thank you guys, so thank you so much, everybody. That's actually insane. It took like 2 years to get to that, but it's insane that we actually hit 4,000. Thank you, everybody.